So again, this is the professional findings of the pathologist of the family. So this is the independent pathologist, and his name is Dr. Ndegwa.
Hi guys, good evening. How are you? My name is Dr. Ndegwa. Yes, I am a pathologist, and I was representing IMRU as when we conducted the post-mortem examination.
Okay.
And we have done the autopsy, and the findings are conclusive almost, because we have found that Caroline lost a lot of blood internally and externally. She was about 5 to 6 months pregnant with a male fetus. Unfortunately, I think somebody mutilated the fetus. It has no one left upper lip. It has no brain because it has been sucked out, and the brain, the skull, the bones are fractured, and there is a lot of blood in the abdominal cavity, and the fetus was actually in the abdominal cavity. It had kind of come out of the uterus because the uterus had been perforated at the back, a very big gaping hole, and this led to bleeding. Therefore, what we are seeing is that somebody, somewhere, somehow, attempted to either dismember the fetus and then remove some parts, because the upper lip, the whole of it is not there. Some parts of the bones of the skull are not there, and there is quite a lot of blood there. And she's very pale. Otherwise, we also find some needle puncture marks on the right cubital fossa, meaning that there was some medical intervention somewhere. And I don't know, we have taken some test specimens. We see what kind of medicine that maybe was injected or this or that. Therefore, the cause of death to the late Caroline is bleeding or hemorrhage or exsanguination due to a ruptured uterus, and this is from some surgical interference, which was not successful because the fetus is still mutilated. And the question I think someone was asking is, how did it happen? I don't know. This is where we need the police officers and the other investigators to go and now find out what you call the circumstantial evidence to see how it was done. Was it done with high intentions or without high intentions? Was it done when she was maybe conscious or unconscious? Okay? So we have taken some specimens to maybe just rule out other chemical poisoning or anything, but the cause of death is clear, is bleeding due to that ruptured uterus.
Are there any other physical?
No other physical injuries. Apart from the needle puncture marks, no other injuries anywhere.
And there anything to show there was force, maybe on her hands? Was she trying to defend
I said no. No sign of what you call struggle. No sign of defensive injuries. Therefore, your guess is good as mine.
How soon can we know the results of the chemical analysis?
I'm telling you, it is a conclusive report. The toxicology is just a question of maybe by me to just rule out or confirm something. But the conclusion of a report is conclusive.
Your other name, Doctor?
Sorry?
You had one name?
Peter Ndegwa, yes.
Okay, let me ask.
We have seen so many of us, so it's not only me. And the body of Caroline has told us what happened.
Are there any other questions?
Why did it take so long? Did you have
No. The problem, well, you guys, you're impatient, but the dead are not impatient. They are very patient. What we did is that when the body was admitted there, you remember you identified the body the other day. And then you see there is kind of like, what do you call this union, this action of the City Council workers. The mortuary is now not working at all. There are no workers. They are in the street. So there is no way we can do anything there without mutations. And there are no mutations. I don't know if you have been there. This body, I don't know who even got it from there. Most likely, mostly the police got it out because there are no workers. And there's no hurry in these things, because what we were saying is everybody should be represented. In fact, I was not happy that they alleged, there is someone who is in because he's the doctor who did something. There is a clinic owner. Those people ideally should be represented in the autopsy. And they should be given time, enough time for them to nominate as a representative in the form of a pathologist. So to me, there was no hurry. And you remember Dr. Dul was not around. What was the hurry for? And the body is preserved. And when it is preserved, most likely there is no other issue of decomposition, and the cause of death will remain. One thing I've learned about the dead is that the dead are patient, unlike the living one, very patient.
For clarity's sake, you said the fetus was 5 to 6 weeks?
Yes, 5 to 6 weeks, yes. Months, not weeks.
Months. Just repeat.
Months, yes. The fetus, yes. You can even tell the Jedi is a male fetus. That's quite advanced.
Okay. Are there any other? Let's take one more question, then I'll invite the another statement.
Was it like an abortion or
Not like it's an abortion, an abortion. The fetus is dismembered. You know?
So it's like
Sorry? Yeah, it's surgical.
Okay. So can I suggest that there may be some additional questions from friends and community of Karo?
Yes.
That maybe we can take them behind here and allow the other statement to be read now, so that it doesn't get confused with the immediate
Are you okay?
interview.
You guys, you okay?
Any questions for the doctor specifically from the media?
Maybe speak to us about the bank that was allegedly.
We have said that one is for embalming. It was the route for embalming. Embalming is preserving, putting chemicals in the body for preservation. And it was done at the state mortuary on request of whoever took that body there. Are we there? That body was admitted as private. And private, they have some privileges. The bodies are treated better than maybe when they are brought by the police. Are we there? Embalming. It is a post-mortem incision. Post-mortem means after death. And some of you just talk of we have done it's not a post-mortem, we call it a post-mortem examination. When you say post-mortem, you mean nothing, my friend. And I don't like when you like that. It's a post-mortem examination we have done. Post-mortem means nothing, just means after death.
After death.
When you don't say after death examination, you have said nothing. And you also write like that in papers. And I feel bad. All the same. It's a post-mortem examination. And those other things, I think they are, well, they are good. It's unfortunate that that lady at that young age died because of that.
So again, let me suggest, if you're not a member of the press, that maybe we can request Dr. Ndegwa to come here. Then you can ask your questions. Then
Okay.
the rest can continue.
You okay?
Na mtazamaji, hiyo ni taarifa tunayoipokea hivi sasa moja kwa moja kutoka katika hifadhi ya maiti ya Umasha hapa jijini Nairobi, na huyo ni Daktari Peter Ndegwa ambaye ni mwana patholojia ambaye ameweza kushirikiana na madaktari wengine katika kufanyia uchunguzi mwili wa Caroline Mwatha, na kama alivyosema hapo na nitamnukuu vyema ni kwamba Caroline alifariki baada akijaribu kuavya mimba, jaribio ambalo bila shaka liliweza kutibuka, na ameweza sababu nyingi kuzitoa hapo, ikiwemo ile nyumba ya mtoto namna ambavyo iliharibiwa. Mtoto mwenyewe alikuwa ni wakati ya miezi 5 au 6, na vile vile nilijaribiwa kuondolewa, lakini imetoa madhara mingi na mwishowe kupelekea labda kuwa sababu kuu ya kifo chake. Bila shaka hii ni ripoti muhimu sana ambayo ilikuwa ikisubiriwa na hamu na ghamu kutoka kwa Wakenya mbalimbali kubaini kifo cha Caroline Mwatha. Huyu alikuwa ni mwanaharakati wa haki za kibinadamu aliyetambulika vyema sana katika mtaa wa Dandora hapa jijini Nairobi. Taarifa kwa kina, mtazamaji, utazipata kwenye KTN leo baadaye jioni hii ambapo